Hey guys, Heather Hooker here with the Fit Mom Tribe, and my goal, my mission, my purpose, the reason this page exists is I want to empower you to become physically, spiritually, and financially fit. That is what we do at the Fit Mom Tribe, and I have been feeling super nervous about sharing this. I feel a little like I'm gonna throw up because it is uncomfortable to me to share what is happening, but I also feel like it's part of my purpose and my mission, and I know that somebody needs to hear it. So let me just explain. So at the end of October, so it's been about 2.5 months, I made a transition. I transitioned from partnering with one company to partnering with a brand new company. And at the time, I had felt like everything was falling apart. I felt like everything that I had worked for over 3 years was slipping through my fingers. It was promises that were made to me about, you do this and you do this and you hit this and then, you will be rewarded this way. And it just didn't pan out that way. That's not what happened. I worked my butt off. And then there were things that were beyond my control. I couldn't control what other people did. I could work as hard as I wanted to, but I can't control what other people do. And the way that compensation plan was set up was it was all based on other people in order to move up in the ranks and to unlock these extra bonuses and to grow your income. It didn't matter so much how hard you worked. It was you had to have all of these other pieces in place, and it depended on other people. There's a lot of other stuff that happened that I'm not planning on talking about today, but just know that it was one thing after another. I felt the rug being pulled out from under me. And I was sad. I was sad about it. I didn't want it to happen. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep working. I wanted to, hit the top levels and really keep pushing myself, growing my team. But that's just not what happened. So I decided to walk away from everything. I was going to just step back, focus on my family, and then this new company came into my life. I tried the products. I loved them. I felt my brain turn on. Like, I started to feel excited again, and the calm, the focus, the energy, it was all the stuff that I needed that had slipped away as I was chasing this other thing that wasn't happening. So I fell in love with the products. I started researching the company. I felt like I was prepared and I knew what to look for. The compensation plan is set up with this new company that it doesn't depend on what other people do. I am in charge of my own destiny. I know that sounds so cliche, but seriously, it's the truth. Like, if you work your butt off, you're rewarded, and you don't have to have all of these chess pieces in place for 12 weeks and, just to earn a little not that great bonus. So the compensation plan was better. The products were amazing. I knew that this company was going to be innovative. It was really on the pulse of new health and wellness research. It's backed by doctors and science. So it just seemed like a good direction and a good fit for me to launch. I prayed over it. I prayed a lot. And at the end of the day, I made the decision to make the jump, make the switch. And to say that I have been blown away is an understatement. So again, I'm not going to cry if you see any of these videos. But those of you who don't know my story, if you haven't heard my background, know that I have made it through some really hard times. I can't go there today, but financial stability is very important to me, much more important than going shopping every weekend. Like you will not see me spending a lot of money on clothes or just buying random stuff. Like I don't do that. Like for me, financial security for myself and my children is paramount. I also think that financial independence, I'm getting a little choked up. Financial independence for a woman is very important. So that is important to me as well. So anyway, so last week I had a huge week. I made $3,486.73 last week, and I asked my team this morning. I was messaging them, and I was like, I don't know that I can share this because I don't feel like this is, I just like, how do I share this in a way that is inspiring versus like I don't want it to sound like I'm bragging because that's not the point of this page. Like the point of this page is to share what I'm doing so that you can also do it. If you're watching this, you can also do this. Like if I can earn this sort of life-changing income for my family, that means that my team is doing amazing. That means that, the people whose lives we're touching with these little packets of ketones, you should see the messages rolling in. People are saying that they've saved their marriage because, they have energy to stay up at night. They're calmer with their children, like their homes are happier. Not only that, like they just feel good. I mean, that's one thing that I will spend money on in a hot second, is something that is going to improve my quality of life, because I feel like, if I'm here, I plan on being here for a long time, like it's going to be a good ride and I'm going to feel good in my skin while I'm here. So it's improving people's quality of life beyond just, oh my gosh, look at these, I have 6-pack abs. Like, I don't even want 6-pack abs, you guys. I want to fit into my clothes and I want to feel good and I want to have energy to get through the weekday shuffle with my kids and not lose my crap. So the patience is the good part. So I want to share, and I know because we come from an industry that has a ton of fake it till you make it. People tell you what you want to hear because they want you to sign up on their team so that they can earn more money. That's not how we roll. So what I'm going to do is, after I get off this live video, I'm going to show you screenshots of my 2 sources of income from last week, and you can add it up yourself with the calculator, because there's no reason for me to have to make anything up at this point. But I do want to share something that relates back to this whole story. And that is this story that we talked about in church a couple of weeks ago. And it was, these men are on the boat, and it's when Jesus walks on the water. And there's this one man, and he's like, he sees it, but he still doesn't really believe it. And so he says, well, Jesus, tell me to come walk on the water. And so Jesus says, come. And he gets out of the boat, and he starts to walk, and he's walking on the water. And he looks down, and when he looks down, he starts to sink. Well, Jesus reaches out, grabs him, puts him back in the boat. And, that's a story that we've all heard before. But what I thought was really interesting is it was 2 weeks ago at church, and our preacher was telling this story, and he said, see, now I'm getting choked up. He said, do you know that Peter was closest to Jesus when he was sinking in the water? And I hear all the time from women who feel like they are sinking, and they feel like they can't get ahead, they can't get out of their chains, their shackles that are holding them captive in their body, people who want to build a business from home, people who want to work hard and hustle and help people and get out of their own comfort zone, but they've partnered with a company that is not allowing them to get out of the same cycle. They can't get past it. And they're sinking. And that's kind of what I felt like last year when I was feeling the rug being pulled out from under me. I felt like I was doing everything right. I was doing everything I was told. But, you know, it was just one thing after another that it just wasn't working for me. And I did not understand why something that I wanted so bad to work wasn't working. And this is a theme in my life, you know, through the struggles that I've been through, is that the struggle, the hard part, is always what redirects you to something better. So whatever you are struggling with right now, whether it's physical, spiritual, financial, whatever, take it to God, pray over it, and let Him redirect your path to somewhere better. Okay? That being said, I do have a special deal for people who want to get started with me, with this new journey, with our team. There is no better time than today. We've got the January Health and Wellness Rush that is 2 weeks away. We've got this company that is cutting edge. I'm telling you, cutting edge. We have training that you can plug into every single day. We will walk you through exactly how to do it. We have a very duplicable system to help women help themselves, okay? So please reach out to me if that is something you are at all interested in. Other than that, I hope that you guys have a wonderful Monday, and I'm one message away.